Are we trapped in a spiritual matrix? What if the world we live in isn't as real as it seems? Some believe that reality is more than what we see, hear, and touch. They think we're stuck in a spiritual matrix, a system that keeps us disconnected from truth, purpose, and God. This idea isn't just science fiction. Many religions, philosophies, and even some scientists suggest that there's more to life than meets the eye. The Bible, for instance, talks about spiritual blindness and the unseen forces that influence the world. So, the question is, are we trapped, and if so, how can we break free? What is the spiritual matrix? In simple terms, a spiritual matrix is like a prison for the mind and soul. It's an invisible system that keeps people distracted, disconnected, and unaware of their true purpose. It's not about physical walls. Instead, it's built from lies, false beliefs, and temptations. Think of it as a web of influences designed to keep you focused on temporary pleasures instead of eternal truths. The Bible hints at this idea in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 4. The God of this world has blinded the minds of the unbelievers so they cannot see the light of the gospel. Who is this God of this world? Many believe it refers to Satan, the enemy of God who uses distractions, fear, and sin to keep humanity trapped in ignorance. Signs you might be trapped. Most people don't realize they're in a spiritual matrix. Here are some signs. Constant distraction. You're always busy, scrolling on your phone, watching endless shows, or worrying about money and success. These distractions keep your mind too full for deeper thoughts about life, God, or your purpose. Emptiness despite success. You might have money, followers, or a nice house, but something still feels missing. That emptiness could be a sign that material things can't satisfy your spiritual hunger. Fear of death. The spiritual matrix teaches you to fear death because it convinces you that this life is all there is. But many faiths, especially Christianity, say that life continues after death, either with God or separated from Him. The system wants you to believe that you have no control. It tells you to follow the crowd, obey without question, and never think too deeply about your true identity as a spiritual being. How does this system trap people? Here are some of the most powerful tools. News, movies, and social media often promote fear, confusion, or shallow entertainment. Instead of encouraging critical thinking, they fill your mind with noise. Materialism. The belief that buying more things will make you happy is a lie that keeps people stuck. It feeds a cycle where nothing ever satisfies, so you keep wanting more. False teachings. In spiritual terms, the matrix spreads lies about who you are and what matters. You're told that truth is relative and morality is just an opinion. This confuses people and distances them from God's clear teachings. Sin and temptation. The system tempts you with pleasures that feel good for a moment but leave you feeling worse in the long run. Addictions, unhealthy relationships, and selfishness keep people spiritually weak. The Bible's view, this world is not our home. The Bible often talks about how believers are not truly at home in this world. John chapter 17 verse 14 says, "They are not of the world, even as I am not of it." This means that the physical world isn't the final reality for believers. There's something deeper, a spiritual truth that transcends material things. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12 also speaks about unseen forces. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil. How to break free from the spiritual matrix. Escaping this spiritual trap isn't easy, but it's possible. Here's how. Seek truth. Jesus said in John chapter 8, verse 32, "Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." The first step is to seek truth, not what feels good or sounds popular, but real, unchanging truth found in God's Word. Strengthen your faith. The Matrix weakens your spirit by feeding doubt. Prayer, reading the Bible, and connecting with other believers will help you stay strong. Stay watchful. The Bible warns in 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8, "Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy the devil prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour." Being watchful means paying attention to what influences you, what you watch, listen to, and think about. Live with purpose. Don't just follow the crowd. Ask yourself, why am I here? What does God want from me? Living with purpose weakens the Matrix's control over your mind. Reject fear. The Matrix thrives on fear of failure, rejection, or death. But 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7 reminds us, "For God gave us a spirit not of fear but of power and love and self-control." Why most people stay trapped. Many people don't want to leave the Matrix because it's comfortable. It's easier to follow the crowd, stay distracted, and ignore deeper truths. Thinking for yourself and seeking God can feel risky because it challenges everything you've been taught. Matthew chapter 7 verses 13 to 14 warns about this. "Enter through the narrow gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it." Breaking free requires courage, discipline, and a deep desire for truth. Are we truly free? Even if you think you're free because you can choose what to eat, where to live, or what job to work, that doesn't mean you're spiritually free. Real freedom means being awake to the truth about God, life, and your purpose. The Matrix doesn't want you to ask hard questions like, what happens after death? Why am I here? Who really controls this world? Asking these questions and seeking real answers is the first sign that you're waking up. Final thoughts. So are we trapped in a spiritual matrix? Many signs suggest that we are. The distractions, lies, and temptations around us can blind us from the truth. But there's hope. The Bible offers a way out through faith, truth, and connection with God. The choice is yours. Stay comfortable in the system or wake up and seek what's real. In the end, true freedom doesn't come from money, success, or power. It comes from knowing the truth and living it every day.